an algorithm which provides you with buy and sell signals for the crypto market, and we're going to be using Bitcoin against US dollar. Now, that was only finished last night. Okay, I actually finished all the work for the programming last night. The programmers that I use in America have already completed the market index and it's streaming in. Now, to be able to get it out to all of you and to show you exactly what it is, this isn't actually live, okay? So the current position of the market isn't live because it will not generate a signal. I've had to download all the crypto market index data from the database into my own computer that I'm using, because we cannot put any recording systems onto the main computer, because as you know, and for those that have been here for a long time, we have an enormous server running just the daily index, which is running on your screens in the Academy. So I've had to take just the data and put it all onto my computer just to show you this, but it's ready to show. Now then, we have to run this for a number of days because the software was only completed this morning. But I've just had a look at the last couple of days, and you would be millionaires if you traded it in the last couple of days. It's that good. So what I want to do now is I'm going to show you what it does and how it works. Now, I'm going to be running this live on the Academy live stream, but I don't want you to trade it at the moment, because what we've got to do is actually watch it running for a couple of days. Now then, I'm going to be going over to Colombia on Thursday, and we're in Colombia for 10 or 11 days, and then I'm in Poland for 7. So when I return, this will have had a good trial. Craig and Emma will be monitoring it every day, and we'll be looking at it. And then when I come back, I will actually do the final module 20, because we will have had about 2 weeks of running. I don't want to do it with less, because obviously this is going to go out to you to make money in the markets, but I want to show you how it works. So let's make a start. I'm going to share my screen. Now, as I said, this is not live at the moment, but it was up to about 10 minutes ago that I downloaded the last lot of data, so it's almost live. Just want to see, Imran, can you see my screen and can you hear me? Yeah, it's a MetaTrader screen. Okay, everyone. I'm going to explain what you're going to see on a daily basis. Now then, this is the market for Bitcoin against the US dollar. If we look at where it is at the moment, let me just go on to here. If we look where it is at the moment, we're just about 20,000. The Bitcoin isn't doing brilliant at the moment. It has dropped a lot. But it doesn't matter, because this will get into the market at any time. Now then, down below is where the amount of money being put into, just like the market index, the amount of money being put in at any time and the direction that it's going. If these brown lines, and I'll make it a bit bigger, if these brown lines go up, it means that they're putting money into the market. And look what happens here as an example. Look what happens to the market. Now, what we do is I overlay the algorithm, which gives you very simple buys and sells. If it's red, you sell. If it's green, you buy. You can't get it much simpler than this. But also, you will see lines, dotted lines. Those are when trades win. Okay, so when there's a red, okay, and this is this morning so far. All right, so if we look at this morning so far, here would have been our first red signal, and it would have closed whenever you see an X. Now, there's a red X just by here. Okay, if you just look at this area here that I'm pointing to, then you'll see there's an X, and you'll also see it on the bottom area. You will see the dotted lines stop at an arrow. When the dotted lines stop at an arrow, any previous sells before it, you will close at this point. Now, if we look at today, this is when today started, we would have been streaming this. There was one signal. That signal is here and would have made already, let me just show you, there's the sell. That signal would have made, here is our close, 123 points. So if you had £1 a point, you would have made £123. But as well as that, we had another sell trade at this point here. And this one has got the red line as well, and that would have added an extra 68 points. So you've got about 200 points just with those two sells. But at the moment, we've got 3 buys running as well. Can you see these green 3 buys down here? 1, 2, 3. If we look at where the market, sorry, there's actually 4. If we look at the market at the moment, so you've got 200 points already. If you look at the market at the moment, they haven't closed. It hasn't said close them, but you could. Let's have a look how much they are making at the moment. That is making 320 points. This one is making 323. And this one here is making 300. You've got 900 points of profit. 900. Now that takes an institutional trader 9 months to be able to get 900 pips. So today, if you'd just been putting £1 a point, you would have made about 100 quid just at £1 a point. So there's also a buy here, sorry, there's also a buy which is running, and that is also adding another 47 points of profit. So you see at the moment we're over 1,000 points for the day. Now this is the power of what we now have. I'm going to go to the previous day. You might not understand this all at the moment, but there's no need to worry. Okay, I'm just showing you what it does. Now if I go to the previous day yesterday, this is when it would have finished, the red line, and this is when it would have started, just at 8:30 when we put it on in the morning. Let me go back a bit more. 8:30 in the morning, here it is. You will see that we had a sell at about 8:48 and 2 buys. Now then, if you look at those buys, the buys actually closed here. See the green X? So those buys, these 2 buys here, would have made yesterday, there's the end of the X, there's the X on that bar, 158 points and 156 points. There was a sell which has a line, so that means that sell would have won somewhere. Let me just close it up a bit. This sell here actually closed at the X, look. This sell would have also made 144 points. We also had a buy at this point. Now that buy hadn't closed at that point until you get a buy closing. So let's have a look at the next sell, because that buy would be, this buy would be action here. This sell would be action here. So actually, even though the market was going down and we were losing that, this sell would have covered pretty much all the loss. So this sell, as I said, has already made 220 points. This sell was a very short one. You see the dotted line, so it means what you do here is you sell, and you would have made just 28 points. But this sell would be running with this buy. Now then, if we look at the end of the day of what is left, we have these 3 buys down here still running. Okay, and we also have 2 buys, which one is, both of those are closed. So the only buys left running were these 3. But now look what they made. These buys would have closed at the end of the day up here, 204 points. So each of them would have made 200 points, 200, 400, 600. This sell here wouldn't have closed, so that would have lost 240. So you see what happens is also often the trades before and after cover a loss. So even though this sell here would have lost at the end of the day, see, because it went up, you had 3 buys covering it over 200 each. So you would have made 400 points, 600 here minus 240 here. But of course we had another buy here, and that would have also have made 230. And then these ones here towards the end of the day, as the market dies down, you can see the volume's getting smaller by the size of the brown volume lines. They would have sort of come out around 0. But there you've got hundreds and hundreds of points profit. Now then, this is what you're going to get. It is that good. I'm not saying every day that we're going to win, but you can see the clever algorithm is actually placing buys and sells at different points. So often a big loss, well, when I call it big loss, 240 points negative on a trade on crypto is nothing. But you've also got a 240 point, almost 230 point, covering it from this area. Now this is what you're going to see. It's going to be very simple. I have to put the strategy around it, but I just want to show you exactly what we have and how good it is. As I said, 1,000 points today already. It's not heard of, is it, Echo? 1,000 points in a day. Well, now we have a chance to do it on crypto. That is why I called this webinar, because I wanted you all to see exactly what we have for the future on our crypto strategy. I wanted to give you an idea of timeline. So over the next 2 weeks while I'm away, this is going to be running live to make sure we get rid of any little hiccups that there may be in the software, and Craig and Emma will be making sure we look at that. So it's not for trading, but you will be able to see these developing during the day. Now then, the one thing that Craig had said to me is that he followed some of the volumes on here. Okay, and he said, when the market actually reduces, if you put a trade on every single one until it goes the opposite direction, you can keep taking small profits during the day. And what he means by that is this. Take this as an example here. There's a sell here. I know we would put a sell on, but if you go by the actual bars, okay, so I'll make it bigger, all right? If you actually go by the bars as an example, so we have here it rising, so we would be putting, as you see this market coming up here with a much smaller bar, you'd be putting a buy on there. And look what happens to the market. And then you would put a sell on when the opposite direction occurs, which is here, which is at that point there. So you'd be placing a buy here and closing it here. Then the market goes down, so you'd be putting a sell at this point. If he did it, this is something that we're seeing, because literally this has only been on, I've only seen it this morning. Okay, as you can see, it's gone from a positive to a negative. If you keep it going until a positive occurs again, you would have put a trade on here and you would have closed it at this point here, another 164 points. And you can keep doing that constantly all the time. I hadn't seen that obviously, but that's another option of being able to trade this, and you just keep taking profits constantly. And the losses, because it changes around so quick, are very, very small. So that's something that Craig has seen. But what I wanted to do was just show you, you can see some of these trades, and you can see some of the longer ones, you know. They really make some incredible profits. That was the previous day. If I go the day before that, I haven't looked at this, I've just done a couple. This is the day before in the morning. We would have started here, look. Sell, 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 sells. They would have all closed at this point. What a way to start the day. Your first 4 trades, 200 points, 127, 306 and 287. It is pretty incredible. And as you can see, this sell here, okay, this buy, sorry, this green arrow down here, which would be losing when these are going down, but it doesn't matter because you've got 3 trades, 3 sells, covering just 1 loss. But look what ends up happening at the end of the day. If I just move this across a little bit, sorry, I've lost my cursor. If I move this across a little bit, these next buys closed at this point here. Yeah, the X. There's the green X. That trade would have won as well, look. It would have made 197 points. So now I've gone back the last 3 days, and you can see that it's just incredible profits on all of our trading. Now, as I said, we are going to get losses. But the profits that are going to be made, just like any trading, if any trader tells you you're not going to make any losses, they're not a trader. But you can see, you will get to know, because this will be running, when a line goes from an arrow somewhere, you know that would have ended up winning. That's this one here. If I just close this down, there we are, look. You would have closed it, but that would have been a following day. All I'm saying is there's nearly 890 points there. We wouldn't be trading through the night, but it just gives you an idea of how it just constantly keeps taking profits. Again, here's an example. This trade would have closed when you stopped trading around here in the day, if you took it all the way to this point here. This is a close here, so that sell would have lost 140, but that buy would have won 185. So even with the last two trades of the day, he would have been up a little bit. That is what I wanted to show you all. It is fantastic. If I just keep going back day after day, look the previous day, look at these wins here. You can see the lines going down. You know, there we are. Look at these. It doesn't matter if the red lines are going up on here. If there's a red line, it means that trade is won. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. And you will see that these two, oh, we wouldn't have had that trade. Sorry, this would have been a trade that we would have had, a buy. That might have had to wait a while, but if you look at the end, these green ones won. Somewhere up there, you can see these green lines going up here. I'll try and make them a bit thicker. But this would have ended up winning. They just constantly keep winning and winning, and you will have some losses, but often those losses are covered by additional profits. There you go, everyone. This is what I wanted to show you. Okay, I want to show you what's coming up. As I said, the plan for this now is that it's already Tuesday evening. I fly in 2 days' time. On Thursday, I'm gone. So I only have tomorrow. Craig and Emma will monitor this to make sure that everything does what it does and does what it says over the next 2 weeks. And then when I come back, I'll do module 20 and I'll stick it up and you can start trading it. But by then, it'll have had a thorough testing. So there you go, everyone. Let me just stop that share. What do you think of that? It's even better than the Forex, by far. Not even a little bit. This is next generation stuff. Literally, it is incredible. And it's going to be there for you to be able to use day after day, week after week. So you have something which nobody else in the... I can actually say this. You have something that nobody else in the world, even the company who makes the index for the crypto, sorry, for the Forex, they haven't even got a crypto index at the moment. We've made it from the data flowing through the financial institutions matrix for crypto itself. It's Bitcoin against US dollar. I'm sure it would work on Ethereum against US dollar, but there's more money to be made in Bitcoin. And as you can see, it doesn't matter whether the markets are going down or whether the markets are going up. It will catch it. What do you think about that, Scott? Scott in Nigeria, what do you think about that as an additional weapon that we now have? Huh? You happy with that? Stick your thumb up if you think it's good. All right, everyone. I don't want to keep you longer than that. There's a couple of people are going to have a lie down with a cold flannel on their face after seeing that. But within 2 weeks, as I said, soon as I'm back from, I'm going to Colombia, as you know, to do 5 big events in Colombia, starting in 2 days' time. We fly out, Rehan and myself, and then we're there for about 11 days. I come back, I'm going to have 1 week away in Poland, and then as soon as I come back from there, I will make the module, but by then it will have been very well tested. Okay, let me just stop the, I tell you what, Echo, our ambassador, where is he? I'm asking you to unmute. Okay, Echo? What do you think of that, Echo?
Paul, that is amazing. I mean,
weren't expecting it that good? Oh, we're losing your sound, actually, Echo. Echo, I'm not sure why, but we cannot hear you, unfortunately. 1 second. Let me just bring George on. Let's see what George thinks of this. He's one of our NextGen Academy members. George, I'm asking you to unmute.
Yes, hi Paul, how are you?
I'm very good, thank you. Tell me what you think of that.
It's brilliant. It's excellent. I can't wait. But you're making us wait too long. I don't know why. It's too long to wait.
Hey, what is it? What do they say? Something's that good if you wait for it, you know? So what we've got is something very good. Let me get Imran to say something. Thank you, George. I just wanted a quick comment from you.
No worries. Thank you.
Let me just bring our president on, see what he thinks of that. Hey, Imran.
Hi, thanks, Paul. Honestly, this is a brilliant stuff. I'm not a forex trader guy, but you're dragging me towards trading now. Because I love crypto. As a networker, I do make money, so I can see I can make much more money by doing trading, just following your signal, following your strategy in cryptocurrency. This is phenomenally extraordinary, I would say. Thanks for your leadership, Paul. We are
Thank
so
you.
happy to have you in as an MD in NextGen. We are proud of you, my friend.
Thank you very much. That's nice of you to say that. Thank you. Let's just pick somebody else. Let's pick Kuram. Jay, let's have a look for Kuram. There he is. Okay, Kuram unmute. See what you. Let me know what you think of that.
Yeah, thank you for the amazing news. I'm just like Mr. Imran. I'm more networker than a trader, but I'll tell you, everyone. I listen and I learned in the beginning that to be the best, you need to learn from the best, and the best of the best in trading. That's without a shadow of a doubt. That's you, Mr. Paul Chalmers. The way you show it, the way you lead us, and we're really proud. So if there's something I can say, we are learning from the best, and we're all going to earn and learn, learn and earn, of course. And so thank you for the good news. This is amazing. It's it couldn't be better. So, but I know it will be with you in the charge. So thank you for being who you are. Thank you for being a co-founder, for being an MD, and for being a great leader. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's kind of you to say that. I know sometimes I can be a very strict teacher, can't I? You can see some of my comments sometimes on WhatsApp. But I like to keep things on the straight and narrow.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Let's talk to. I tell you what. Let's try somebody different that I would never ask. Sue Wood. Let's ask her to open her mic. Hey Sue. Now Sue's a newer member to the Academy. So Sue, tell us what you think about the Academy so far. You're a new member, and please tell the truth, obviously.
Okay. Yes, I've only been here, I think, about 3 or 4 days, and I have traded in the past. And I've been going through the videos, and I'm on video 10, but I'm very astute. I'm writing every word you say in the videos down, so you can't get away with anything. And it's good. And I wait for a new computer or a laptop so I can download the strategies, because I can't do it on this one, and it's coming tomorrow, so I'm going to have some great times with it. But wow, the strategy it just showed. My husband, I said, wow, it looks like this is going to be my full-time job now. I'm retired, but this is my full-time job, because if those signals, what sort of a chart was that? That
was Bitcoin against US dollar.
Yeah, was it a minute, 5 minutes?
1 minute. That was 1 minute.
Well, so see, I'm going to be stuck now for 12 hours doing these signals, because I tell you, this, I've traded, and I like I said, I've said in the group to you before, I'm just going to smash this. Smash this out the ballpark.
Well done, Sue. Thank you very much. Thanks for that. Okay, Ken, let's talk to our NextGen Vice President at Digital Market. I'm going to ask you to unmute.
I tell you, Paul, I have several Indonesian in this Zoom call, and they say, we don't understand English, but they are very, very excited about it. So this is how amazing this is, Paul, because we have a dream of this new network marketing digital base, but a lot of them are Ponzi and scam. And it's my dream to have a company which is like the Amway, the really solid, genuine, real company. And this is what we have now. NextGen is real, and we found it, and we are so glad you are our MD. You deliver, and oh my gosh, thank you, Paul. Even my Indonesian team now joining here, they're excited. Said, we don't understand what Mr. Paul is saying, but we're excited. They say on WhatsApp. So that's amazing it is, Paul. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ken. What about let's talk to another president, Haider Mustafa. Hey Haider, tell me what you think.
Thank you,
about
Paul.
what
I'm just gonna back up what Ken just said as well. Many people probably do not know about the Forex market, like myself, but through the excitement and what we see from yourself, Paul, and what you're sharing, and when we're talking about, we've got something that the world doesn't have. Woo! I like this. I know we are with the #1 company in the world, and we will be for the world. I've got no other words, Paul.
That's
Keep doing
okay.
what you're doing. We're doing a phenomenal job. For everybody who's in this business, keep sharing this opportunity. Everybody needs to know what we do. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's just go to one final person. Let's go all the way to Nigeria and talk to Scott.
Wow. Thank you so much, Mr. Paul. That was an awesome presentation from you. I'm so excited about this project because I myself, I'm a professional networker for so many years. Right now, you're already making me to start learning about Forex, and with the concept that you just showed to us today, it is an amazing concept, and I think everybody is really excited about this. So likewise myself, and thank you for what you're doing for us every day. We so much appreciate you. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Well, I hope you see something very special and the start of something incredible in the world with crypto trading today. So I'd like to thank all of you. Hello, Sandra Bernal. How are you, my love? Good to see you on. And I'd like to thank you all for coming today. My camera's over there. My screen is over there. Thank you all for coming today. I am going to actually have this video most probably put on Vimeo, okay, or upload it onto our YouTube channel, etc. I'm sure Ken and the other presenter teams and digital marketing will want to get this out into the YouTube channels as quickly as possible. So I have recorded it. Well, thank you everybody for joining me.